Hey, Hervan Pesa here. I'm a retirement income planner, and this is part 3 of our case study for Aerith. She's a 60-year-old and she wants to see if it's possible for her to retire right now. So we made some minor adjustments to show her just what levers we can pull when it comes to increasing the likelihood of retiring now. Our baseline was pulling the trigger early and taking all the government benefits as soon as they become available. In that situation, her after-tax inflation-adjusted income was $34,830, just under 35 grand. But by deferring CPP to 70, we increased that income to $38,554. That's an extra $37.24 per year. Please remember, these figures are all in today's dollars, today's spending power. On the second video, we figured that's probably not enough for her. So what if she downsized and she invested some of the sales proceeds? Her possible income increased to $46,122. That's a further improvement of $7,568. However, if you go all the way back to our baseline, that's an actual increase of $11,292. Remember, we assumed the same rate of returns all throughout. We only tweaked CPP and the downsizing so far. If you need a refresher to see what resources Aerith had to start, be sure to watch video 1. So what if all of that is still not enough? That only takes us up to $46,353, a nominal improvement of $231 a year. So that didn't really give us much of an impact. But let's consider the possibility that even with this change, it's still not enough. Of course, we can decide to delay retirement, and we'll tackle that next week. But for now, let's explore other options. What if retiring later really isn't viable for Aerith? Maybe she's just sick of her job. What if Aerith was clear that she only really needs $40,000 to live right now? Maybe that's already what she's spending, but she would like to allocate $20,000 a year for the next 5 years simply for travel. A lot of bucket list destinations that she's been looking forward to. That takes her total income or total spending to $60,000 from 60 to 65. She knows that after that, she would have gone to all the destinations she wanted. She would still do a little bit of travel, but it wouldn't cost as much. What if she only allocates $10,000 a year for travel after she's accomplished all the bucket list items, bringing it down to $50,000 every year of spend from 65 to 75 years old? I call this the tiered income approach. She'll spend more during the go-go years and slow down as she's accomplished all the bucket list items, then further decrease her spending. I typically show these illustrations to explain the cost of spending more today. There will certainly be a reduction in lifestyle later on in retirement. However, it's important to understand that as we age, we are not promised those later years. We are not promised another summer, another season of travel. So I show this to allow my clients to decide. Enjoy now, and this is the trade-off later. So let's look at the planning software and see what we have. From 60 to 65, she'll spend $60,000. From 65 to 75, she'll spend $50,000. Let's solve for the rest. From year 76 to life expectancy, and in this case we used 90 years old. She would be able to spend $35,506 every year. So it's a reduction for sure. But in this case, it might be worth it for her. How about you? What would you do? Again, just as a reminder, this is in today's dollars after all taxes have been paid. See, there's a better lifestyle in the first 15 years and a little bit of a sacrifice during the last 15. So let me ask you this. Would you make this trade-off? Would you be willing to spend more upfront knowing that you'd have to live on less later on? Some of our clients, they definitely choose to do this. Obviously the numbers are different, but it's just a matter of giving them perspective. So what would you do? Let me know in the comments below. But before we wrap up, I'll just go back to our very first scenario. She was only able to sustain $34,830 in spending. So even in the tail end, After living it up for the first 15 years, these decisions are still worth making because this would give her a better retirement, even at the tail end. See, I'm working on quite a few cases right now, and I have a lot of things on the go strategically for this channel, so it's likely that I wouldn't be able to do a follow-up video for Aerith until the last week of June. What I'll do then is run a comparison for this scenario, and what if she waited until 65 or getting a part-time job in retirement. We do have another video coming out, and we're working on that right now to give you an idea whether you're actually ready to retire or not. So if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to the channel, leave us a like, it really does help our channel grow. I appreciate you watching. I hope this was helpful. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.